Good morning, Railroaders. It's February 3rd, 2022. Happy Thursday. Some congratulations are in order for students in Mr. Bevan's class who participated in the annual budget challenge. You can see some names here on the screen of the competition winners. Of course, the budget challenge is a great way for you to learn about finance, budgeting, bill payment, and many other things. So shout outs go out to Jordan Cruz, top scorer, and then William Quigley, Reed Kilmeyer, Georgia Malauskis, and Reed Hodges. And then it's also important to note that 83% of the students in the independent living class earned 3 or more trophies. This was the top scoring group of all of Frederick County. Way to compete. In the world of athletics, our wrestling program will be on the road traveling to TJ later this evening. Best of luck to our wrestlers. Of course, it's Thursday, and that means it's trivia time. This week's theme at the academic tournament is African American authors, and of course, February is Black African American History Month. And today we'd like to feature a question related to African American authors. What is the name of the first African American writer to be published? In fact, this person came as a slave from Africa and as a young child was sold to a Boston merchant. And this person wrote the poem on being brought from Africa to America. Well, if you guessed Phyllis Wheatley, you are correct. In fact, Phyllis Wheatley came as a slave at the age of 7, learned the language under the tutelage of her slave master, and by the age of 16 was able to write. In fact, she published many works in 1773 in the work Poems on Various Subjects. The History Channel has put together a nice review of Phyllis Wheatley, narrated by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Let's take a quick moment to learn just a little bit more.
The legacy of slavery certainly is something that a lot of white Americans are uneasy with. Blacks were supposedly less human than whites. They were able to marry and have children. Their children were taken from them and sold as commodities. All of these facts really just would sit on your life and make you feel that you were not worth anything, that you were not human. And it just totally crushed the human spirit.
1776. The British, aided by black loyalists, are winning the war, while General Washington, a strident slave owner, won't allow enslaved people to join the fight. But that doesn't stop a woman named Phyllis Wheatley from supporting the cause. She's not fighting on the front lines, but to me, she plays an important role in the revolution.
She is born a free person in West Africa. When she's around 7 or 8 years old, she's captured. She is put on a slave ship and she's sailed across the Atlantic Ocean. She arrives in 1761 in Boston, and so she's purchased by this family. The name of the ship that she sails on is the Phyllis. The family's name is Wheatley, which is how we come to know her as Phyllis Wheatley.
She was amazing. In 16 months after arriving in the colonies, she had mastered the English language as a child. She learned Greek and Latin. And this is at a moment in which most people couldn't read or write across the colonies.
In 1773, Phyllis publishes her first volume of poetry. Just 20 years old, she's the first African American, first enslaved person, and only the third woman in America to publish a book of poems.
If you'd like to read more, take a look at the link that was sent out in Schoology or on our social media pages. On our birthday list, happy birthday today to Dargan Bladen. Happy birthday, Brent Cooper. Happy birthday, Gianna Williams. And happy birthday, Mr. Herber. I hope they have a wonderful Thursday. Railroaders, remember, today can be a great day. How will you make the most of it?